debate for the electing officers as president. On my left, I have Taja Hill. She's a principal honor roll student, athlete, and scholar. And on my right, I have Mr. Cortez Winston. He's a county-renowned football player, athlete, scholar, and a honor roll student. And they both are entrepreneurs. Today's presidential debate is based on the common characteristics of a president. I have done a random toss in my head, and I've
to have shirts made for us so we can look like a team, you know?
That's very nice. And Ms. Hill, the same question is following.
If elected president, I would bring sparks of innovation to the math club, such as, like if we have meetings or practice, we would have like a mock test or either like a little fun day where we have Jeopardy to improve our skills, our math skills for math competitions. So that we could have chances of winning and have individual winners in the contest.
That's great, Ms. Hill. The next question refers to financials. As of now, the math club does not have a treasurer, so you both would have to take on the responsibility of handling the money and all of the income that comes into the math club. So how would you all take the responsibility of handling and being responsible with the money?
Fundraisers. I believe that to get money, you have to put in money, a little bit of money. So, of course, we'll need the necessities for fundraisers. And fundraisers bring in money, but we have to put it back into the math club to make our math club flourish more and more.
Mr. Wentz?
Can you please repeat the question?
How would you handle the financials of the math club?
Okay, from my point of view, the president really don't supposed to, how can I say it, worry about the money. So I would have to vote. I would get with the math team, and we will vote on a treasurer. So they can have the responsibility of worrying about the money. But I will talk to the treasurer to try to have fundraisers to raise money to get more money inside the math club.
That's very good, Mr. Wentz. The next question will be about devotion and responsibility to the club. As I said earlier in your introduction, that you guys are both athletes, so you would have to balance being president and being devoted to your extracurricular activities in sports. So, Mr. Wentz, how would you, balance all of your activities and still get all the work done that needs to be done in the math club?
Okay, I'm a very committed dude. If I say I'm gonna come to math practice, I'll talk to my coach, and he'll let me get out of practice because I know how to make it up. So I will have time for the meetings and everything like that.
Ms. Hill?
Being that basketball, the sport that I play, is less complicated than football, the sport Cortez plays, I see a little more leeway from my coach because my coach really emphasizes education over sports. So I think he'll give me a lot more leeway to come to meetings and practices for the math club to make this club successful.
The next thing is about population and diversity. As of now, the math club is not particularly broad in its participant base. So how would you lure in more participants into the math club, Ms. Hill?
Advertisement, and getting the math club, the word out about the math club, and how much we would love for participants to participate in this particular club. Being creative, I like designing and making my own posters and flyers. And I think that with the members that we already have, we have a lot of creative members, so they can help out with the attraction of the flyers to attract more participants to be a part of this outstanding club.
Mr. Wentz, what would you have to say to that?
I would like to pass that question.
Well, folks, it's time for the last question, the most important question of tonight. As a president, it all boils down to the individual, and one of the most important characteristics is leadership. What leadership roles have you both played in your life? And with all leaders, there's your uprising and your downfall. So tell me about your uprising and downfall and how you learned from those mistakes to lead the math club to its highest standards.
I'm more of a people person, and I like for people to give me their input and for me to work around that so that everyone could be satisfied with their with the choices being made in the math club. Such instances where I've used this particular characteristic for leadership is being like a cheerleader, where I have to. I'm not saying that I was the captain of the team, but I say I put a very important part in the squad and giving my input and letting others give their input as well, and let's working around to make everyone satisfied on the cheerleading squad. So those are my leadership characteristics.
And you, Mr. Wentz?
I really consider myself as a leader because in my life, mostly every sport I played in, I was a captain. And I'm an older brother, so I lead both of my brothers. So I'm a big brother, you know. One thing in life that I was a leader in and I was successful in was at church. I'm the president of my church. And in our church, we didn't have that many youth in our church. So I came in and brought more people in our church. And I got more youth back, went up to church baptized by talking to them. What they really need in life is Jesus, God, you know. So.
Well, Warren County, there you have it. The election will be today at 12:45, and you will know the results by tomorrow, Monday. And thank you so much, participants, for having this debate with us today. And I'm pretty sure that you both had a big impact on the audience. I'm Aquila Pritchard, and this is it.